It's Jennifer Harding Marlin, a citizenship by investment attorney, coming to you from Carambola Beach Club in St. Kitts, which is a really nice spot to hang out at the beach and go swimming, as well as to have really nice dinners here. So if you're living on an island or visiting, you may want to check out Carambola Beach Club. And so this video is going to talk about citizenship by investment in the Caribbean and why you may want to consider obtaining Caribbean citizenship. So there are 5 different programs in the Caribbean: Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, and our firm can assist with any of the Caribbean citizenship by investment programs, as well as other citizenship by investment programs around the world and residency by investment programs. And I myself personally rotate between a lot of the Caribbean islands that offer citizenship by investment. Additionally, I have done different citizenship and residency programs myself, so we really like to practice what we preach. And there are a lot of advantages to becoming a citizen of the Caribbean. So one of the advantages is that people that are looking to secure a second passport is that citizenship by investment is a quick way of obtaining citizenship. So there's other ways that you can obtain citizenship, either through birth, through marriage, or through naturalization. And citizenship by investment is a mechanism where you can invest either typically through a donation, a non-refundable contribution to the country, and or an investment in government-approved real estate. And it's really important to emphasize that the real estate must be government-approved. Some countries have a private home sale option. So if you meet the minimum threshold and the property qualifies under the private home sales, you can purchase a property for citizenship. And then one program in particular, St. Lucia, has a government bond option. And so a lot of the real estate options in the Caribbean for citizenship by investment, you must maintain the investment for 5 to 7 years before you can resell. It's important to verify in advance that the property does in fact qualify for citizenship, and that upon sale of the property, after you've maintained it, if you wish to proceed to sell it, that it does qualify as subsequent buyer for citizenship by investment. Many of the passports offer visa-free travel to over 140 countries, including visa-free travel to the UK, Schengen area, Hong Kong, Singapore, and many other countries. It's important to note that Dominica does not have visa-free to the UK or Ireland, and that frequently there are countries that are added to the visa-free travel list. So if you need visa-free travel to China, or you need visa-free travel to Qatar or a specific country, then we can do a comparison of visa-free travel. But an interesting hack is that you can look at Wikipedia, which is surprisingly fairly accurate in terms of what countries these passports have visa-free travel to give you a generalized overview of where you would be able to travel visa-free on your Caribbean passport. And so a lot of times we help clients from countries that have bad passports, so countries such as Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, Bangladesh, Lebanon, you name it, that have really low visa-free travel. And so obtaining a second passport is a mechanism to access more global mobility and be able to travel more freely for business and personal opportunities. And it's really, really life-changing and really rewarding for us to help people access more visa-free travel. And it's interesting to note that when people from certain countries that are used to always applying for visas, they're very used to doing paperwork all the time, having so much uncertainty regarding travel and making bookings and whether or not every single family member will be granted a visa, etc. So this can eliminate a lot of the stress and hassle by having visa-free travel. And then for citizens from countries like the UK, Australia, Canada, that want to have visa-free travel as a complementary visa-free travel to their current passport. So for example, I myself have Canadian and St. Kitts and Nevis citizenship, and if I want to travel to Turkey, I need a visa on my Canadian passport. However, with St. Kitts and Nevis citizenship, I can travel visa-free to Turkey. So this is just an example of having complementary visa-free travel. Additionally, if those who are American or those who wish to go on to renounce their citizenship, they can have a passport that has a high level of visa-free travel. And as we saw during COVID-19, when there were a lot of restrictions, particularly travel restrictions, those who had United States citizenship were restricted from traveling to many countries around the world. So in particular, I remember assisting a man with the Dominica citizenship program because he wanted to have visa-free travel to South Korea for his business and personal reasons, and he was restricted with his U.S. passport from traveling to specific countries that he needed to access. So really having a Plan B passport for travel and global mobility is a huge benefit of having the passport. So another benefit of being a citizen of the Caribbean, which is a benefit that I think a lot of people don't realize that they have, is having OECS freedom of movement. And what this means is you have the right to live, work, and travel within the country of your citizenship, but also within the OECS. So you can be a citizen of Antigua and choose to live here in St. Kitts and Nevis, or you can be a citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis and go and choose to live in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. When you go to enter a country on your passport, you will get an indefinite stay stamp, meaning that you can stay there indefinitely. And I think this is really advantageous for someone that's looking to relocate to the Caribbean and or further do business in the Caribbean, to have access to more than just one country, but a block of countries within the OECS. It's really a fabulous place to live. So those that are looking to have a really relaxed lifestyle, warm weather, friendly people, just a really great environment to be in, you may want to consider becoming a citizen, and then that gives you the right to live, work, and travel freely within these block of countries. So another benefit is tax optimization, privacy, and asset protection. So a lot of the countries have no personal income tax, no capital gains tax, no wealth, gift, or inheritance tax. So it can be really tax friendly. It's important to get independent tax advice and ensure that you're a non-resident of your home country. For example, if you're still a citizen of the United States, you will still have tax obligations in the US. So it's really important to get tax advice where appropriate, but there are benefits, financial benefits, as well as these countries have a very hands-off approach. They have small governments. The governments are not looking to track you and or to necessarily ruin your life like some other countries around the world. And so this very laid-back approach, hands-off approach, and very friendly environment to be in. So another advantage is having optionality. So having different options, and in case in your home country it goes in a bad direction, you do have options. You can get up and leave at any moment in time and execute on your plan B. So having a second passport can serve as a backup option or insurance policy, and it can, you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket in one country and be reliant on one government and one system. And so other advantages include access to healthcare. So you can access healthcare at a more affordable rate and be able to easily accessible medical services locally, as well as educational opportunities. There's some people that want to homeschool their kids, so there are homeschooling opportunities in the Caribbean. As well, there's small class sizes, friendly environment, opportunities for kids to represent the country internationally. So there's some people that have gone on to do chess competitions, sporting events, and really be in a smaller environment where it's easier to distinguish yourself, as well as have additional opportunities. Everything is relatively close by, so there's a lot of families and a lot of concentration of people in specific areas, so you really get to know people on a deeper level. And for those that are looking for a safe and secure place to live, or a safe and secure country that's politically and economically stable, this is something else in addition. Another benefit is that you can become a citizen of the Caribbean in a safe, secure environment that is politically and economically stable, and you can continue your business uninterrupted. And so there's different business opportunities and personal opportunities within the Caribbean. So these are just some of the advantages why people want to become a citizen of the Caribbean. Additionally, if you're someone that's heavily into Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, a lot of these countries are pro-crypto, meaning that they have legislation in place and or there's no tax on cryptocurrency. Or additionally, there's a lot of Bitcoiners and people that are into crypto that have relocated locally. And so there's a growing business environment, and there's quite a few businesses in different islands that will accept Bitcoin or crypto as a form of payment. So this is interesting to see where this develops going further. So here's a quick update on what's happening with the different Caribbean citizenship by investment programs. It really varies from year to year which program is the most popular. So for example, last year we saw the biggest number of applicants from our clients go with the Antigua and Barbuda citizenship by investment program. And in previous years, it has been either St. Lucia was one year, St. Kitts and Nevis was another year. And so it varies from year to year which program is the most popular. And so Grenada, we anticipate being very popular this year. They've just announced that they will be releasing a VIP program with faster processing time from 3 to 4 months, as in the past it's been taking 6 to 10 months, if not much longer, for the Grenada citizenship program. Some people have waited over a year. Grenada continues to be a strong passport. It has visa-free to China. If provided you live in Grenada for 3 years, you can have access to the U.S. E2 investor visa. The passport can be passed down through multiple generations through descent. And so there are a number of advantages to becoming a citizen of Grenada. Now, to cover other citizenship by investment programs, there's the St. Lucia program. It has the bond option in addition to the real estate and donation option. A lot of people typically choose either the donation and or the government bond option for St. Lucia. High-level visa-free travel, big expat community, biggest population, high-level visa-free travel, as I mentioned. All the documents can be done online and with few physical documents required to be sent to St. Lucia. While it does have minimal documentation, it is taking probably the longest of all the citizenship by investment programs at the moment due to delays with wire transfers. However, we're hoping that this does change, and we're hoping to deliver approvals for clients soon. And then there's the Antigua and Barbuda Citizenship Program. It's one of the top-ranked Caribbean citizenship by investment passports. Visa-free travel to 140 plus countries, including more recently it added China. They made changes to the definition of dependent for children. So provided that your child is below the age of 30, they don't necessarily have to be financially dependent on you. But it is a really great passport to have. It's also a lot of people are actually choosing to relocate to Antigua. It's tax-free, no capital gains tax, no personal income tax, no gift, wealth, inheritance tax. Very tax-friendly. A lot of Bitcoin and crypto entrepreneurs are located there. And then there is, where I am right now, is St. Kitts and Nevis Citizenship by Investment Program. They have a new management, a new board of governors. And so I just recently had a meeting yesterday with a member at the Citizenship by Investment unit. Super friendly guy, would want to go for drinks with him. And it's just, they've really improved the process. So it's been difficult over the last year, but there's been a lot of improvements. It's much more efficient, and so we're really excited for our clients that will be doing St. Kitts and Nevis citizenship program going forward. It's known as a platinum brand, has the highest level of visa-free travel, and is oftentimes the most sought-after citizenship program. So it's important to note for the St. Kitts and Nevis program went from being a government entity to a statutory body as well. There have been a lot of changes to all the programs that have introduced an interview component as part of the process. So you do not need to do the interview in person, but it can be done online. And basically, they just want to confirm your identity. So you'll have to show your passport. You'll have to show your national ID, like a driver's license. As well, they'll ask you questions about your application, perhaps your motivation for becoming a citizen of that particular country, as well as questions that you will have filled out on the form. So they'll ask for maybe source of wealth, what you do for a living, where you live, and just basic general questions. And all our experience, all of our clients have said that interviews lasted about 15 minutes, not even. So it's very quick interview, nothing to stress about. And we can also do practice interviews with you if you are a client, as well as provide more details on the interview process. Overall, all the citizenship programs require similar documentation. Depending on the program, there may be more documentation for proof of wealth. Other programs require more documentation, more in-depth medical. And so depending on what you're looking for, the advantages you're looking for in terms of what documents you want to do or what documents you can or can't do, then there may be a different citizenship program available to you. And then there's Dominica citizenship, which is also proving to be popular this year. It starts at US $200,000 for a single applicant. Real estate starts at US $200,000 as well as an additional donation of $75,000 US. And it has visa-free travel with the exception of visa-free travel to the UK and Ireland. And it is a really nice country. A lot of people have such pride in being Dominican. I've personally loved living in the Caribbean. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made. There's a lot of different islands to choose from. I love visiting different countries and being in contact with people from different islands. And there's really a growing sense of community and really, really nice people. And so I'll be posting further updates and further videos about different citizenship programs around the world. All the best. Bye for now.